Deep in a misty Japanese valley during 1615, a wise teacher posed a riddle to his apprentice that unlocked unbreakable focus. Imagine confronting a dozen foes armed only with your blade. How many would fall? The eager fighter boasted, "Every single one, teacher." The elder shook his head slowly. "Zero. Your scattered thoughts doom you before the clash begins." This riddle defined elite warriors of old. Triumph flowed not from strikes or skills alone, but from total immersion in the instant. Not the weapon gripped tightly, but the quiet command within. Legends grasped this secret, the rest met early graves. And the hidden truth? This isn't locked to battlefields, it's your daily war. You're battling endless fronts right now. Career pressures, personal bonds, wellness struggles, life's direction. Losing them all for one core flaw, the ancient fighter's downfall. Your awareness drifts to countless distractions, ignoring the challenge right before you. Ready to claim the warrior's edge? Chapter 1: The Harsh Awakening. In feudal Japan's turbulent era under Tokugawa rule, a secluded training hall in rugged hills forged unbreakable spirits. At 17, young warrior Kale had honed his craft for half a decade. Endless drills with blades, deep reflection sessions, scrolls of ancient lore. His cuts landed sharp, movements flawless in form. Yet a shadow lingered no drill could banish: doubt. Sparring matches exposed it. Facing peers with blunted weapons, Kale's thoughts spun wild. Will pain strike me? Shame if I falter? Will elders spot my flaw? Muscles locked rigid, breaths grew ragged, polished moves dissolved into chaos. Fellow trainees murmured, "Fine motions, lacking fire. Overthinks every clash. He'll fail the trial." That pivotal right, wielding live steel against a seasoned guide, halting just shy of fatal intent. Peers faced it at 18. Kale neared that mark without a whisper of readiness from elder Hiroshi. One dusk after grueling sessions, Kale knelt before his guide by the sacred alcove, eyes shut in contemplation. Minutes stretched, 5, 10, beyond. Hiroshi's gaze finally met his. "Elder, when do I earn the trial?" Kale's tone wavered. Hiroshi pierced through him, eyes bearing scars of countless duels, countless pupils shaped. "Your form suffices now, yet form alone deceives. I fail to grasp it. Rise. Wield your practice blade." Kale obeyed, hands unsteady on the hilt. Hiroshi knelt defenseless. Prime chance gleamed. Yet hesitation gripped. "I cannot, elder, it's improper." Hiroshi's expression turned steel. "Not honor holds you. Deception does. Truth, terror of the aftermath, my reprisal, your defeat." Awareness scatters to 10 realms, blind to this instant. The critique struck deep. Master true immersion or remain skilled remains, fodder for foes. Contemplate deeply. That eve, sleep evaded Kale. Moonlight pierced his sparse chamber as he pondered 5 years poured into warrior forging. Sweat, endurance, rigor, all crumbling not from flesh's limit, but spirit's wonder. "Awareness in 10 realms, Hiroshi warned. Spot on. In every bout, Kale dwelled on results, appearances, errors, not the raw now. Dawn's light birthed resolve, uncover the key, no matter the trial. Chapter 2, Embracing Fresh Awareness. Dawn broke, Hiroshi declared, "No blade work today. We purify the hall." Disciples hid dismay, faces stoic. They scrubbed paths, polished gear, tended altars, repetitive toil. Kale dismissed it inwardly, folly. Sharpened skills for the right, not menial chores. Then observation shifted all. Hiroshi swept with intent, each pass absolute. Leftward arc consumed him wholly, rightward matched. Mundane turned profound through sheer engagement. Kale stared, captivated. Task done, Hiroshi summoned. What insight bloomed, Kale? Sanctuary demands order. Hiroshi chuckled softly. Misstep. Follow. They entered a hushed chamber, One scroll prominent, stark symbols reading Shoshin fresh gaze. Grasp its essence? Approach anew each time?
Deeper still.
A novice first touching steel holds what?
Kale pondered.
Wonder, pure absorption.
Precisely. And not more. Just hilt poise arc.
No burdens of mastery or dread. Blank slate greets the now. They assumed poised seats. Now confess, sweeping the planks, where dwelt your focus?
Shame burned.
Adrift in drills, right fears tomorrows. And in mock duels? Same drift, results, image, slips. Thus forever displaced from truth. Chores dream of blades, blades haunt rights. One breath removed from life.
Gentle devastation landed.
Blade's edge yields to sharpen now.
Zanshin, vigilant echo. Feudoshin, steadfast core.
Hoshin, everyday clarity. All converge, total now embrace.
Scroll gleamed.
Shoshin roots it, clear 10,000 distractions, meet solely the present. Kale absorbed the script. Elder, guide my steps? From tomorrow, infuse every act wholly. Nourish fully when feeding, stride mindfully in motion, clash solely with blade's path. Existence narrows to task alone.
How long this path?
Till insight dawns, season, cycle, eternity.
Yours to seize.
Nightfall, Kale sat, breaths anchoring, no chase for states. Distractions surfaced, right path?
Progress? Ruin. Note, release, reclaim breath.
Fiercest ordeal yet. If grasping how total now reshapes existence like it forged Kale, unite with winds of thought. Subscribe, tread ancient paths forging today's resolve. Chapter 3, Proving Ground. 30 days of immersion. Initial days ravaged. Kale's spirit fought confinement to instant. Meals dragged eternal, paths to halls slogged heavy.
Inner riot, waste.
Peers advance, you stagnate in now. Persistence held, elders' directive unbreakable. Second week, pivot. Morning sit yielded void, a breath where noise hushed. Nature's whisper, timbers groan, pulses rhythm pierced through. Dreams fog lifted, true sight emerged. Fleeting, yet proof, quiet attainable, now tangible.
Zeal surged.
Sweeping merged him into stroke, bristle rasp, limb strain, world entire. Rice grains burst flavors anew, savored deliberately. Steps rooted fully, heel plant, shift, poise renew. Peers whispered madness, Kale creeps elder slow.
Monastic bites.
Warrior dreams fled.
Hiroshi observed mute, expectant. Week 3, Duel Arena.
Facing ace rival Taro, trial veteran, blunts drawn. Past Kale fretted, superior foe.
Public loss?
Elder doubt. Present Kale stood anchored. Taro lunged, overhead fury. Instinct flowed, evade parry, riposte seamless.
No scheme, pure reflex.
Taro reeled, stunned. Restart.
Kale met motion, not man. Raw response beyond recall, born of vigilant now.
Bout closed. Taro inclined deep. Shift profound. Renewal clear.
Kale mirrored silently, dawn breaking inward, immersion births might. Full now frees action from dread's chain, taps swifter wisdom, truer force. Dusk call, dawn brings your right, Hiroshi intoned. Dread flickered, released. Here, instant alone. Truth rang first time.
Chapter 4, Mind's Forge. Presence decoded.
Pausing Kale's arc, decode the shift neurologically. Secrets ancients lived, science maps today. Kale's drills quieted the drift network fueling rumination, ego loops, tomorrow's dread. Each now return bolstered command centers for focus, calm, choice. No myth, scans reveal denser focus zones, muted panic circuits in adepts. Bladesmen lacked scans, wielded truth raw. Musashi, undefeated sage, penned in 5 rings, view far as near as vast.
Immersion with scope, meet peril poised.
Zen guide Taquan urged, mind stream ceaseless, halt harm's flow. Today's flow state, theirs no cling awareness. Deeper, Kale versus Taro dimmed panic hub's grip, unlocking drilled grace sans thought's metal.
No thought frees insight speed. Hagakure wisdom, daily death contemplation.
Arrows, blades tear illusions, embrace end unshackles.
Fudoshin, rooted amid storm.
Feel surge, heed not its pull, act clear. Kale lived it raw. 30 days chose now over drift, sight over scheme, essence over chase.
Ultimate right loomed.
Resonating with this ancient forge? Crave blade-honed now skills for life's arena? Subscribe Winds of Thought. We rally choosers of sight over scatter, essence over show. Chapter 5, Rite of Fire.
First rebirth. Courtyard at first light.
Kale in garb traditional, blunt gripped firm. Opposite, Hiroshi with live edge, sun glinting lethal. Right's law, pupil blunts, guide steel, chasm bridged by growth alone. One willful cut ends all. Witnesses ringed, peers, allied hallmasters.
Grave ceremony.
Hiroshi proclaimed, Kale's 5-year forge culminates. Not conquest, impossible, but spirit's proof, pressure's poise, warrior truth. Stance locked, blade alive. Kale's pulse raced, grip steadied. Past self drowned in failure's sting, crowd scorn,
End's shadow.
now self-breathed earth firm, bamboo sigh, rival poise clear.
Instant règne.
Hiroshi probed, measured thrust to flank. Kale flowed, weave aside steel size past, riposte meets void.
Deflect, circle.
Escalation, paired arcs, high-low blur. Kale danced fluid, pre-thought absent. Crowd hushed, defender's usual cower. Kale mirrored peril alive. True velocity unleashed, battle lethal pace. Revelation, Kale ceased striving, impressing, pure was. Clash turned rhythm.
Probe met yield, assault pure echo.
Zanshin pulsed, post-arc vigilance eternal. 3 minutes, combat's age.
Hiroshi feinted vast breach.
Rash charge bait. Kale perceived held, trap unveiled by clear sight. Hiroshi noted, mutual knowing flashed. Blade lowered, deep gnawed.
Cease. Proven. Echoes of acclaim.
Kale trembled post-release, not dread, clarity's awe. Private later, 5 years sought blade supremacy.
Today birthed greater, now weapon. Tool serves, sight wields.
Restraint showed sage discernment, youth grasps each, elder spies veiled loss. Kale stirred, right one warrior named. Yet feels dawn, not close.
Hiroshi beamed. Apartment.
Pupil to blade bearer complete. Next, bearer to sage.
Depart for Koya Peak Temple.
Year with ascetics, not steel pure sight, Zen depths. Peak mastery transcends clash urge.
Kale blinked. Transcend?
Mountains unveiled now's fuller veil.
True forge beckoned.
Chapter 6, Abyss Training.
Koya Year.
Sacred crest, elder Zen hold. Kale arrived swords proud, title fresh. Abbot Sora eyed 60 cycles calm.
Swords gatebound.
Unneeded.
Abbot warrior forged.
Here, novice pure.
Master stillness.
Hardest cycle launched.
No clash, no drill, sit vigil endless.
Zazen, observe flux, anchor now.
Month 1, Mind Siege.
Warrior throne, statue waste. Limbs screamed, whirlwinds raged, schemes, haunts, frets. Sora patrolled, stick alert, drift shown in slump, gasp, sharp reminder snapped anchor. Kale stung often, endured for dojo send purpose.
Month 2, Rift.
Chaotic sit shattered by bell, stride vigil circle.
Breath step sync, total absorption.
Flash, now tames not silence but rain. Clouds drift, engage none. Sight detached, fret rises.
Noted.
Anchor reclaim. Power ebbed from storms. Months 3-6, strata unveiled. Rhythm absolute, pre-dawn sit, mute meal, task now, fell timber, draw spring, cultivate earth.
Sits, texts, eve anchor.
Chops merged, axe wood split, grains bloom sustenance, glyphs pierced soul. Surface gaze yielded to thought gaps, then witness core, Buddha mind, still seer untouched. Month 7, trial 2. Sora summoned, stillness grasped. Now chaos now. Dispatch, distant hamlet, rogue scourge. Solo resolve, return. Old fire flickered, prove metal.
New sight, ego stirs. Watch.
Recall, not crush, hold now amid tumult. True measure. Trek 3 sunspans, step breath fused. Hamlet dusk arrival. Chapter 7, Apex clash.
Rogue chief. Thrifty cluster, terrorbound.
Elder shared, drifters seize harvest coin. Tillers unarmed.
Count.
Quintet, under rogue Lord Riku, fallen retainer turned predator.
Night vigil, morrow peril.
Past self schemed doom, now held rise, dread noted released. Now soul, end irrelevant. Dawn rogues, 5 hardened, Riku scarred gaze leading.
Koel emerged bara.
Mockery rang. Hamlet shield.
Lone whelp, flee intact. Kale rooted radiant.
Riku paused, unease in calm. Uncommon poise. Whose hand?
Hiroshi, Sora.
Name struck. Halta solo.
Kale soft, not halt, commune bladekin.
Baflement, no dwell crai.
Rikukin, honors vault once yours. What bent path here?
Glimmer, grief, void.
Liege slain code dust. This remains.
Nay. Honor sleeps beneath scars.
Deeper call endures. Rogues stirred restless. Kale neared open. Bushido binds lords, yet vaster sovereign. Unslayable essence. Name it. Sight eternal, loss proof.
Air stilled.
Riku pierced the bare seer facing arms bare.
Bold or daft?
Both, and anchored. Choice, rage cycle or reclaim route. Rogue sneered, end prattle. Blade flashed throat ward. Kale unmoved, fear void. Arc froze hair's breadth. Resistance absence quelled strike. Rogue reeled baffled. Riku beheld knelt, pardon lost way. Shock rippled. Depart final, no return. To Kale, Sora's hold.
Koya crest.
Broken seek mending. None fractured, forgotten whole. Rogues faded. Hamlet freed sight, not steel.
Return. Sora awaited. Recount.
Tale spilled.
Lesson.
Flood, now weapon transforms, mirrors truth. Stillness reflects self. Non-yield voids fury.
Isness conquet sans strif.
Sora affirmed, peak secret, clash transcendence. Musashi's 60 triumphs pen stepwise path, not foes, instants. Novice seeks win, adept anchors bout, sage sees no bout. Shoshin renews each, Zanshin life vigil, Feudoshin root unshakable. Sword schooled, life claims all talks bites inhales. True blade life bearer.
Gao Boutfast.
Gratitude boundless.
Cycle done. Wither. Hiroshi Hall, not pupil guide. Transmit flame. Wheel turns.
Learner guides, guide learns.
Samurai Echo, decade on.
Kale Steward's Hall, Hiroshi Hermitage bound. Fresh youth arrives, skilled form fret veiled, like mirror past. Elder Kale, forge Japan's finest blade.
Smile known. Sit first.
Shrine seated,
Scroll gleams, Shoshin. Script. Fresh gaze. Meaning. Humble steps.
And beyond, now's embrace, not crown dreams this breath chain. Secret, no pinnacle instant, solely successive nows. Anchor each, claim sage's truth, steel aids, sight freeze.
Youth puzzled, as once. Bewilderment. Time unveils. Pre-blade, broom right. Sweeping.
Merge fully, planks, arc, now complete.
Disdain hid, nod given.
Kale watches drift, grins, self-reborn.
Cycle spins.
Legacy flows not decree, but lived now's infinite. Samurai way scorns force for anchor, rule for sight, grasp for release. Path shuns steel for essence, radiant, vital, vigilant instant by instant. If primed for this forge, age-old drills birthing now masters, rally winds of thought. Like, subscribe, anchor, evolve, stand eternal. Next stride awaits, guardian. Presence isn't absence of storm, it's eyes calm core.